guys, and welcome to, can I even call it Vlog Every Day in August anymore? Vlog most of the days in August? Vlog some of the days in August? So, I'm really sorry about the absence of videos lately. I've been kind of busy, and also, iMovie, for some reason, for me, it was like, no, Maggie, I don't want to work. How about, instead, every time you try to open the application iMovie, it just flies away! So yeah, I updated iMovie thanks to a wonderful subscriber, and it worked. And it's weird now, but I have iMovie, and so I can now make videos and give them to you guys, and it's really good and very cool. Hooray! I started college recently. That was really cool and fun. Well, not really started college. I started my second semester. My digital media teacher is super cool. She talked to us today about, representation in the media and how, if people are looking to the media for a sense of identity, then not being represented is, detrimental to their sense of identity, and it can, manipulate them into thinking that they're not acting in a way that they're supposed to, and just, all these interesting things. And she's, a middle-aged white lady, and so it's really cool to see her be so socially aware. That's really, really nice. On the other hand, my sociology professor had, a really heteronormative talk to us about, gender statistics and, marriage roles, which was weird and annoying to hear about. But you can't win them all, At least they're a sociology professor. Some people have no idea what anything is, which is really interesting to me. That there can be such, intellectual diversity and how people can have different levels of awareness based on different things. And, that level of awareness really depends on the environment and your level of education. And, the world is just baffling. It's so cool. And, a lot happens in it. Quite possibly all of human life. But isn't that neat that, all of human history has occurred on this, water rock in space. And it could have occurred on any other water rock, and it would have been the same to us. We wouldn't have known the difference whether it was this water rock or, a different water rock called Earth. But, it's so crazy that this little planet is all that we know. And I mean, with space travel in the future or something, whatever, we'll find more planets, but we haven't found any planets that have life that is at least detectable to our senses. I say that because my theory about aliens is that they're all, invisible and we can't even feel them because our senses are so, differently developed than senses that develop on other planets, that we just cannot, physically detect the presence of, alien life. How many things happen every single day just on the Earth that we can't even see with our eyes, or that we can't smell? How many different smells do you think there are? Do you think that all the smells that we've ever smelled is the maximum amount? Nah, there's gotta be other stuff that we just can't even fathom. Mantis shrimp can see colors that we cannot see because we can only see, I don't know, red, green, yellow, other things, blue maybe. I think that's one of them. But there's whole colors we don't even know about. How crazy is that? I find it really amazing how so many things can happen the further in we go to ourselves and to the Earth. I just think it's crazy that there could be quite possibly as much to learn about the Earth, if not more, than there is to learn about the whole universe and about space and everything. We've sent satellites way, way, way out into, space, and we've seen, whole other galaxies, kind of, and we've discovered all these different stars and these, big space anomalies, and we haven't even explored the whole ocean. We know all this about these weird other places completely outside of, the space rock we live on that holds all of human history. The universe is just so crazy, and there's just so much to learn, and we as a species try so hard to find everything out when really we haven't found much at all, but it feels like a lot. It baffles me that there's things that I'm never going to be able to understand that just exist on our own Earth. I'd rather know why I'm conscious than if there's other conscious life. Is that a selfish thing? I bet there are people who have like the exact opposite opinion. I bet there's people out there who think that like finding other life out there in the universe would be the thing that gives meaning to our own ability to exist and to be. Ah, shit. I don't know. The universe is so crazy. There's so many things that happen, and like, it's hard to feel a part of it. It's also hard to separate yourself from it, because it's like, I can't separate myself from my place on the Earth. I can't imagine what it would be like to not be a part of this big system that is the Earth and that is life and existence. It's also strange to think that there's this whole other system that we're still a part of that's just unknown to us. Like, we could be those teeny tiny little orange bugs that you see crawling on things sometimes that you don't pay any mind to. We could be that of the universe. Or we could be the people of the universe. Or we could be like the trees to an entirely other race. Tree people, treeple. It could happen. What? I don't want to give anybody an existential crisis here, but we are all very big and or very small parts of the grand scheme of everything. And even that word everything is so hard to comprehend. Like, we can't imagine everything. We can imagine everything just as easily as we can imagine nothing. God, there is so much we know, and also so much we have yet to know, that it's amazing and it's fascinating. And as a human, I just have this big thirst to want to know all of it. I want to know everything. That is the essential essence of humanity, is the thirst for knowledge. I think, maybe. Can you guys still hear the construction? This is really like messing up my whole universe chat. Welcome back to me vlogging. We're still doing it. We're still doing it. Well, that was today's video. Thank you so much for having a chat and sitting down and thinking about the universe with me. Like this video if you too are baffled by the great expanse of the universe that we will never understand. And subscribe if you think that that's a fun thing to think about all the time. I'm gonna see if I can figure out some kind of vlog train to get back on. We probably won't call it VEDIA anymore. We might just call it vlogging sometimes. I guess that's it. I guess that's the video. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, see you around. In case you guys have noticed this thing on my hand, this girl on the bus who was friends with a classmate of mine was like, "Can I draw a cat on you?" And I was like, "Sure, whatever," because I don't want to be rude. But I also want to demonstrate my extreme levels of apathy. And so she drew a cat, and then she wrote this Japanese on here, but I don't know if it says cat or not. So if somebody can read Japanese, does that say cat?